This is West Ham Unofficial. Come on, your eyes. After an opening win in Croatia, West Ham United will look to make it 2 wins from 2 in their Europa League group campaign this evening when they take on Austrian outfit Rapid Vienna at the London Stadium. Welcome back to West Ham Unofficial. I hope you are all well. This is the match build-up and starting lineup reaction show live here on West Ham Unofficial. Build-up, and we are building up to the game that kicks off 8 o'clock on BT Sport 1 tonight. We've got priority. We're on BT Sport 1. I'm joined by James, as always, for this lineup reaction. James, how are you?
All good, mate. All good. Looking forward to this evening's game.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Let's see who is in the chat then. Cyber leader, hope you are as late as Brownlee. No. Let's backtrack this. I clicked go live at just as it clicked 6:40. It wasn't late. Hope you were, Steve. Anyway, new watch required. Look at them going at me here. Look at them. Simon, good evening. I hope you are well, my man. Everyone's saying hello. James, Rapid Vienna. What are you thinking?
It's a game that we were expected to win. It's a game that we should win. And it's a game that I think we will win. But West Ham don't make it easy, mate. At any time in all my life, I've been watching them. And they have lost against worse teams than Rapid Vienna before in games. But I think it's going to be sort of attack versus defence. And it's just I think it's a matter of time. But we all know what we're like. We all think sometimes we're better than what we are. And, do you know what I mean? And this team is a European team. But it'd be interesting to see how we cope, especially with the pressure on us tonight. Because we are favourites, and massive favourites at that.
Definitely. Yeah. Let's have a look who else is in the chat. I hope he hurries up. I got to stop my show. You asked me to send you the link a minute ago. I sent you the link and you want me to hurry up. Here we go. What's James's top tip for tonight?
West Ham to win 2-0, mate. Great bet. If you like a bet, obviously follow my channel. But then on this, the bet that I think tonight is West Ham to win 2-0 at even money. I think I just can't see them scoring. I really can't. And if we can see the goal against Rapid Vienna, who are 11th, League of 12, at home in front of 60,000 fans, then we've got problems. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Speaking of James's channel, if you want to see more of this man, you can go over to E20 Zone TV by clicking this link and subscribe. And let's get him up to 120 right here, right now on this show. We need 5, so let's get him there. Gary's in. Hope you are well. Gary, West Ham Isle of Man, evening, Jake and James. Come on, you guys. Luke from the 3 Hammers. Hope you are well. Lukey goes 2-0 to West Ham. Everybody's very, very confident about this, James. Does it worry you that people are going into this? Kent said it last night. Complacency can be our downfall. Do you believe we are writing off Rapid Vienna too easily here?
Possibly. Kent's got a point. Let's be honest here. We're good. And we are a good team at present, but we're not world beaters. We can go and think we can just turn up and just impose ourselves and we're going to get the job done. We're going to have to perform tonight against a team who are a decent side in Europe. They've been in Europe for a long, long time in different competitions. But it all goes down to the team selection tonight, and we will know how West Ham are going to turn up. Do you know what I mean? If we go with a mixed bag team, it could be which I think will be like a Dynamo Zagreb reboot. Like it'd be a 2-0 job, see the game out, move on, and that'd be it.
What I'm going to say though, James, is West Ham have decided to just throw a curveball in there and they released the starting lineup. What absolute fools! What absolute fools! They've released the starting lineup 5 minutes ago. 6:40 they announced it. The game don't start till 8 o'clock. They should have announced it at 7. Absolute fools. But anyway, the starting lineup is in has completely caught me off guard, and I'm looking at this and it's not what I expected. And yeah, James, do you want to hear it?
Read it out, mate.
So we do have Areola in goal, a back four of Johnson at right back, Dawson and Diop as a 2 centre backs. Surprisingly, he's gone for Aaron Creswell at left back. He's stuck with Aaron Creswell. The 2 in the middle, he's gone for Mark Noble, and Alex Krause somehow has been dropped to the bench for games out of the Premier League. And Declan Rice retains his spot in the side. Declan Rice and Mark Noble. And our front 4 is Andre Yarmolenko, Said Benrahma, Nikola Vlasic, and Mikel Antonio. Now, I'm surprised, James. What about you?
Strange.
It is.
That is. Like, I think if we go through player by player, I think Areola deserves to play in this game in front of the home crowd. I'm not really worried about Areola, so I think it's either Areola or Fad, and I think that's a good choice. Mm-hmm. Ben Johnson sort of picks itself because Cafal's been doubtful. So I can understand the Ben Johnson one. Craig Dawson and Diop. Dawson, I've just gone in there with Zuma myself and just get the game done in 60 minutes and then see out the last 30 with Dawson in there. But he's gone with it, so we've got to respect that. Obviously, Diop comes in, which I expected. Aaron Creswell, mate, I don't know why everyone's surprised we haven't got another left back at the club. And I kept telling everyone we need a left back and we ain't got one. So, yeah, Cresswell sort of picks himself. And then I don't understand the Mark Noble Rice thing. Like, where is Alex Crowell? Like, he should be in there. Rice should be sitting on the bench and having Crowell and Noble in there. They've done well enough against Manchester United, so I'd fancy them against Rapid. Yarmolenko, I can understand it. Said Benrahma, I wouldn't have done, but okay.
Oh, I think you're cutting out there, James. You there?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, James, I think we lost you there.
I'll be back.
There we go. James, we're back in a second. Let's take some comments. Who's on the bench, Jake? Let's read out the bench then. So we've got, as you can see, I know it's a bit small, but I'll read it to you. Let me take that comment off. We've got Fabianski, Randolph, Alese, Baptiste, Zuma, Ogbonna, Masuaku, Soucek, Crow, Lanzini, Fornals, and Jared Bowen. So he's gone for the big guns on the bench. And let's see whether we've got a better connection with our man, James. You're back?
I'm all good. Yeah.
That's better.
Don't know what happened there. It was all going well. Someone must have been hearing me read that team sheet out and not happy about it. But I don't get the Antonio one, mate. I would have rested him for this one. I really would have done.
It's interesting. Well, so I'm going to dissect this. So Areola expected, Johnson, Dawson, Diop expected, Creswell, I suppose. Well, I mean, people were saying, let's chuck Alese in there, let's chuck these youth players in there. David Moyes was never going to do it. Rice, I'm surprised to see. Noble, I'm not surprised. Yarmolenko, in a way, I'm surprised to see, with Manuel Lanzini being sat on the bench. Benrahma, yeah, I did expect that. Vlasic expected. Antonio, I did not expect. I expected Fornals to be in there. I expected Lanzini to be in there, probably over Yarmolenko, and I expected Crowd to be in there over Rice. So what I changed with this personally is I'd go Crowd for Rice, Fornals for Yarmolenko, and Antonio for Lanzini, or mix them up slightly. James?
Well, I think if you look at the 5 sub rule that we've got in the Europa League, Antonio is going to be subbed. Rice will probably be subbed. Benny will be subbed. Cresswell might be subbed. And then there's one more. Right, I think Vlasic might play the Antonio with the last one. So
yeah.
I think he's gone sort of mixed bag with that team. Well, we should hit about 6 past them. So you know what I mean? It's quite a strong. That's quite a strong team, I must admit.
Are you right then? So are you fancying an Andre Yarmolenko performance today?
He's got. There's a few players who's got to turn up, mate. If I'm honest, him and Vlasic. Like the Vlasic one with Yarmolenko, I think we all know what to expect, and we expect nothing from him, right? But Vlasic, on the other hand, I need to see something from him tonight. He's playing in European football. He's done it before. He's been with CSKA Moscow, and he's played in Europe. He's got. He's. I need to see. I want him to score a goal tonight. He needs to do something to say, you know what, he's justifying his price tag. Even if he doesn't score, if he assists a goal or he's making chances, having shots from outside the box, and the keeper's having a weldy, then so be it. But I just need to see something from Vlasic tonight. But Yarmolenko, just expect about 4,000 step overs. So yeah.
Yeah. Let's scroll up on the chat. Gary gutted I'm not going. Should have got my seat. There's a lot going on over there. Plastic bags on back of chairs tonight. Interesting. 3-0 says Lee. Come on, you eyes. What a strong starting 11. Love to see Noble leading us out, says Jay Woods. Let's have a look here. Will Viennese waltz our way to a 4-2 victory, says James. I'd like to hear that, James. Hi, Lee. I hope you are well. Vlasic is starting NWO. He is starting. It means nothing to me. Oh, Vienna. Lee, Jake won't have a clue. I don't have a clue. James, did you get that joke?
No, I'll just read Gary's comment saying, why do I always dig out players? And I'll tell you the reason why I always dig out players, because when we pay £30 million out, we have to start having players who are ready to come in and do a job straight away. That's the reason why. But no, I look at it like this, mate. Whatever happens tonight, this is a dead game, really, to me. I expect us to go there and win. Like, it's either going to be 1 or 5, so it'll be one of the two. And then it's all about Brentford on Sunday, which is the bread and butter.
Definitely. Let's take some more comments. Yarmolenko hat-trick tonight. Sharky says Vlasic has only played a few games, though, James.
True, but so as many others played a few games, i.e. Krell. Look what Krell did at Old Trafford. He come in, hadn't played a game for us, and he walked into the team. He looked like he'd been there for ages. And so, and the problem is, and what this is the one thing, and it's not criticised, it's just being real. If one of the front four, the Fantastic Four, get injured, he has to play. Because who else we're going to have? Yarmolenko in there, who we all know can't do nothing. So I just want this kid to hit the ground running. Now, if that's wrong of me to ask him to sort of start performing, then, do you know what I mean? That's up to everyone else. But I want this kid to start performing because, you know what I mean? We will need him at some point in this season when one of the front four is not there.
Yeah. Jay Wood says, I would have loved to see Lanzini playing tonight. Yeah, James, I'm slightly surprised, and I think the two players that have been hard done by here are Lanzini and Krau, don't you think?
Krau should be in this team, mate. Like, I don't understand why Rice is in there. Like, Krau done a really good job the other night against Man United, and he was up against Donny van der Beek and Matic. If he can't play against Rapid Vienna, then there's something wrong. No ball, I can understand it, but I just don't understand Rice being in there. Like, Lanzini's another one and all. Like, he should be playing. Do you know what I mean? Why is Saeed playing tonight? I don't understand that one. Do we really need Saeed playing like that? But obviously he's gone with it, so we're going to have to see what he's going to go with. But it would have been nice to see Lanzini play.
Yeah. 43 people currently watching. If you're new around here, make sure you drop a like on the video, subscribe to West Ham Unofficial if you're new around here. Plenty of pictures are coming in. The vibe is getting bigger for West Ham's first Europa League game inside the London Stadium. As we can see, the Europa League logo is firmly set in the centre circle of the pitch. And of course, today was the unveiling, or they unveiled it yesterday for some reason, of our new statue thingamajiggy outside of the London Stadium of our 1965 champions there. So that looks fantastic outside the letter. We actually go in at the London Stadium, so we're going to see that when we go up on Sunday. for the Brentford game, so that's nice to see as well. But let's take some more comments quickly. Lanzini deserves games. I completely agree. I do think Vlasic will score tonight. 4-0 easy win. Got a good feeling. Says WHU FC. NWO says Vlasic needs time to settle with our squad. Don't matter if he has played Prem or Euro. Or loads of comments coming in. It's a German ref. That's not good, says West Ham Isle of Man. Hit the like button, definitely. I think Peach will run on the pitch and get lifted up by Antonio, my prediction. Oh dear. Crowd will come on for Rice when we are comfortable, says Gary. I hope so. Yeah. Big channel announcement at 7:30 tomorrow morning here on West Ham Unofficial. Hit that bell icon. I know usually we've got problems because they don't notify everybody, but hit that bell icon so you'll be notified. And members might have already had a little sneaky look. If you're a channel member here on West Ham Unofficial, you might have had a little look. The perks of becoming a channel member here on West Ham Unofficial. Lisa's my cousins will be serving the West Ham beers and pies in the stadium. I was so jealous they wanted me to go with them. Yeah, I think we all thought Lanzini would start. Definitely. But in terms of Rapid Vienna, James, I don't know whether you saw the preview yesterday, but we had a bit of an insight on Rapid Vienna. There is an insight. It's quite small, I know, but summing it up, the Euro expert reckons that this could be a whitewash and a pretty easy game for us, and they haven't really got much threat, which is good breeding. But how much of a fight are you expecting to see from Rapid Vienna tonight, James?
I don't, as I say, I've gone with West Ham to win 0, and I just don't think they score. But because they don't score doesn't mean to say they won't be defending for absolutely everything. Can they defend for 90 minutes? We're going to find out. But I just look at this and I just see a team that it's not a case of if we score, it's a case of when. And I just think once we get one, we might get a couple. I don't think we're going to win high scoring unless they're absolutely dreadful. If they are dreadful, then it's going to be a 4 or 5. But I think it'd be 2 or 3 myself at best for us, and we'll just see it at. And the thing is, I would love to see a performance like we did at Zagreb. Just 2-0, shut the game down. We ain't got to keep scoring loads and loads of goals. Move on, because Brentford's a bigger game on Sunday to sort of push us up the league, because I want us to perform in the league also.
Definitely more pictures coming in of the stadium. It does look like the crowds are definitely going to be our 12th man tonight, James, because you're going to see people even on Twitter. People are buzzing. We're going to try and fill this up as much as we can tonight. It's going to be magical inside there tonight. First Europa League game at the London Stadium, and I'm going to be there for the second. But fantastic, absolutely fantastic, James.
Oh yeah. 100%. I've waited a long time for this, mate. Do you know what I mean? A lot of the other people obviously in the chat and all that might have seen West Ham even win something back in the day. I haven't, and that's why it's nice to see us in this competition. To me, this competition doesn't get going for us until we get out of this group. So it's just basically for us, just win the games, don't be fancy, get out the group as winners, and then the last 16 beckons for us.
Definitely, yeah. How crucial is tonight's game? Because, of course, we've still got quite a few games left of the group stages. Do you think we're getting ahead of ourselves by saying, Dinamo Zagreb, they're easy to get past, we're going to fly through this group? Do you think that, we're getting a little bit of ahead of ourselves? And do you think a reality check tonight wouldn't be the worst thing?
Good question. Because it seems like everyone thinks that we're just going to turn up and roll this team, no problem. And West Ham don't roll teams. That's what people got to understand. West Ham make things hard. They make and they always do. They always have done. Do you know what I mean? We should win this game quite comfortably. But I've seen us lose against Wigan, Wimbledon and Oxford. So if they can beat us, then anything's possible. But I don't know. I just think that Moyes might have. He's on. We're buzzing at the minute. We're vibing as a club, and as I say, this game is just win and get it done. Just get it done, move on. Because I just think Brentford's Brentford's a big game on Sunday for us, and they're right against a team who are flying at the minute.
Yeah, let's see who is in the chat. Perfect game to try. Players out should have rested a few more. As NWO. Trev Tube, hope you are well. He's a channel member. He can get a little snippet of what's coming out tomorrow morning if he jumps over to the membership page. Let's have a look here. Is that before you go to school, young man? Yes, school's not start till 20 to 9. It's pre-recorded anyway. It won't be live because I will be quite deflated, and it won't be in such of a happy tune if I do it at 7:30 tomorrow morning. I can't lie to you. I hope you wake someone on. Of course I will. Thoughts on Weston McKenna? Yeah, a couple of rumours that came out. I thought we got past transfer rumours for a few months, but it looks like a decent player. Haven't seen him, so can't really comment.
Good player.
NWO says, I was 4 when West Ham won the FA Cup. I was talking at school about this today. Barcelona lost again last night. Could you imagine if we get through to the knockout stages, Barcelona drop down to the Europa League and we draw Barcelona? West Ham fans are going to the new camp and we beat Barcelona. We all thought it would be a dream and we'd never see it in our lifetimes, but it's possible, James.
There's a few games, mate. There's a few teams that I've just been watching. Like, if you look at Real Madrid, I know they lost the other night, but they're up and down also. So, yeah, we just West Ham's like, 22 years. But do you know what? That'd be a game that you could get up for it. Like that's a game that you can go, you know what? Wow, Barcelona at the LS. So, for me, yeah, like they're Barcelona by name, but they're not the same Barcelona that we all remember. It's slowly falling apart there.
And the NWO says the last 4 Premier League games have proved the old West Ham is still there and need to be kept in check. Mandy says that lineup suggests we will play a high press. It's risky, James. This is the thing that I'm worried about. We've got Mikel Antonio in the starting lineup. We've got a lot of key first teamers, which is good in a way because it shows that David Moyes is taking this seriously. But, and it's a big but, if this backfires with an injury, and yes, I might sound negative talking about this, but it's very much possible.
It's not being negative, Jake.
Criticism. I'm sorry.
The thing is, Jake, it's not being negative. It's being real, and that's when people say that, right? Say, I'm not being negative. You're being real, mate. If Antonio goes down tonight, if a rapid player goes through him and hurts him, and he goes down tonight, he's out. And I don't understand why Antonio's playing. We've got enough players there. Like Bung Flash up there. He's a false 9. He could go there, and Lanzini could take his place as a number 10. But obviously, what Moyes is trying to do tonight, which I can see, is he's trying to win the game in the hour. He wants to start early, get at them, and hopefully, by our time, we're 2-0 up. That's why I don't think there'll be a lot of goals in this game. I think we'll win the game, and then all the subs will come on, and it'll just be like it'll filter out. I'll be shocked if West Ham score 4 or 5 tonight. Like, unless Rapid are like a conference team, which I just don't know. But if they turn up, I just think it's just going to be a 2-0 job. Get it done, move on. But and it all goes back to the transfer window, mate. And we spoke. I mean, you've done shows on it. And we spoke about it. Antonio is the key to the crown for us. And if he goes down, we haven't got another Antonio there to come in.
But the thing is, this is maybe what David Moyes, and this is good as well. You know, whenever there's a bad side to something, there's always a good side. Maybe David Moyes is going, you know what, let's go out for it. I don't care. Even if Antonio does get injured, I know it's going to be a huge miss, but maybe David Moyes is thinking, I've got, I can put that responsibility on Jared Bowen's shoulders because he's in fine form. Do you believe David Moyes might be thinking like that?
I just think he wants to try and win every game. He's got the winning. He's got the winning bug now, hasn't he? Like, he's got the winning mentality. And we all criticised him last year for being too negative, and now he's being sort of gung ho specialist, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Who would have thought it?
So, but it ain't just Antonio that I worry about. It's Declan Rice and all, and Cresswell. Like, if Cresswell goes down for any reason, we haven't got a left back at the club who can come in and do that job. And as I say, and I say it again, quite clearly to all the people in the chat and around the world, Arthur Masuaku is not a left back; he's a left wing back. So we ain't going to put him there, are we? So yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely difficult because David Moyes has come out blatantly and said, "I want to be in this competition at Christmas." David Moyes wants to win something this year, and he's certainly putting that mentality out there. Let's see who is in the chat. Trev Tube says, "I agree, James. Brentford will likely be tough. Hopefully we can get goals in the first half tonight and rest those that are needed completely." Gary says, "I think Moyes is just keeping the squad sharp, playing them all. Great time to play Barcelona. It certainly is, Mandy." Luke, I hope you're well. Good evening, Jake and James. What we reckon tonight? We'll come on to predictions in just a second. Luke, get yours in the chat, and everybody watching, get your predictions in to the chat for the final part of the show. Gary says, "Beat Man City to win the cup, beat Barcelona to win the cup." It's written in the stars. Can you imagine? Definitely. We have fighting us. Come on, you Irons. We are massive. Trev Tube says, "Onuachu scored another hat trick last game. Gutted we didn't get him. Maybe we will go back for back in for him. We play him towards the end of the month." Again, Kanda, I hope it doesn't come back to bite us where the sun doesn't shine. But you can find out. About all of our fixtures and what's going on in the month of October tomorrow on West Ham Unofficial, 12 o'clock. That's another reason to hit the bell icon. West Ham this month, where in a little video clip, not with me on it, a little video clip, I go through every single game, where it's being played, what competition it's in, and whether it's home or away, and who we're playing. So you can check that out for all your information for West Ham in October. Is the channel new? Yarmolenko shirt turned up? No, it definitely isn't. Gary says, "Rice said they are in to win everything." Definitely. NWO says, "Play Johnson or a back three. Our squad is bare minimum, but enough versatility to get by." Luke says, "I'm going to go for a nice 3-0 win with Antonio Bowen and a noble penalty." Simon says, "I think it will be a draw tonight. Don't know why, but just feel a draw." Well, everyone's putting them in the chat, and we'll continue to. James, what's your prediction?
2-0, mate. I think West Ham will come out, go for it, get a couple of goals up, and then they're going to sort of 65 minutes. All the subs will come on. Antonio will be subbed, Benny will be subbed, Rice will go, and maybe Cresswell might even be subbed towards the end, and just do like a rotation system. I can't see us winning 3, 4, 5-0. If we do, then great, wonderful. But I just see a 2-0 job like Zagreb all over again. And what I liked about Zagreb, it was professional. It was just like 1-0, 2-0. Oh, we've got the 2 goals now. Let's just sit there and hold. We haven't got to keep going forward and attacking all the time. And the thing is, it's just these sort of games are the games where if you keep trying to do attack, someone might pick up an injury. And that's what we all worry about. So 2-0 for me.
We have got some pictures flooding in here, and the Rapid Vienna lineup is in. The only real name that, I'm not going to butcher all of these people's names, but the only name that we recognise there is Wimmer. Used to be for Spurs, I believe. So he's got Premier League experience, James, but there isn't any other names we really recognise in there, is there?
No. He used to play for Spurs a couple of years ago, mate. He used to play for Stoke and all, if I remember rightly. So, yeah, he's obviously one of their centre halves. But other than that, it's. But then you know what it's like. People want to. It's their cup final, Rapid Vienna, and that's what people got to understand. It's like they're going to a big 65,000 seat stadium plus, and at the end of the day, it's their game. It's their game that they want, that they're going to be up for. Do you know what I mean? So we've also got to respect that. But I don't fear anyone in that team, mate.
Yeah. Let's take some of your predictions in the chat. Simon says, although the group chat, I think it's going to be 4-0, 2-0, 2-0, 3-0. Come on, you Irons. London is claret and blue. Luke says, I don't see us getting any more than 3, but any win will do. It certainly will. 3 points and move on to Sunday. That's the line we've got to go on with, James, surely.
100%, mate. And that's what I like to hear, like sort of a professional mentality. Like win, move on. You ain't got to win like in style. Like, do you know what I mean? It's nice to win in style, and if they do, then great. But it's all about the W, isn't it? If like no one will worry about the goals. It's just win at all costs. And obviously on Sunday we've got a big game against Brentford at home, and I want us to do well in the Premier League also. So yeah, this week hopefully we can end on a high on Sunday and get a win before the international break again.
Yeah, it's very crucial. It is. In terms of the standings, it's currently West Ham on 3 points with a 1 goal advantage to Genk, who are also on 3 points, and Rapid Vienna and Dinamo Zagreb sit as the as third and fourth respectively in the group. So there we go. James, any final thoughts? West Ham versus Rapid Vienna, as we are 50 minutes away from kickoff at the London Stadium.
Good. It's going to be a good game for us. I think we win. I'm not really worried. I don't fear this team at all. And it's certain players have got to step up tonight, I'm afraid. And like they're given the platform, they're playing in Europe, and I want them to impress the manager to make it hard, like give the manager an headache. So I expect certain individuals to step up and score some goals tonight, and I hope they do so.
There we go. I'll give you my prediction now. Looking at that starting lineup, I think, as I do agree with James, we are here to win it within the hour. I think we'll come out all guns blazing. I think they are going to frustrate us. I don't think this is just going to be an easy ride through. I think they are going to frustrate us, but I still think we'll get over the line. I don't think they'll score. I'm going to go 2-0. And if anybody realised, Jake, why you're not wearing your lucky West Ham shirt, don't panic. I'm wearing it underneath here. It will be back out again for the Brentford game. You know, every time I wear this, we seem to win. So, you know, it's on tonight. It's on tonight. Thank you very much, Lee. Be lucky and chat. Certainly. Grab a couple goals early on. Bring the key players off first 10 minutes of the second half and get prepared for a London derby on Sunday. There we go. Luke, thank you very much for that comment. That is bang on the money. James, come on, you Irons. Hey, there we go. Come on, you Irons. Thank you very much to everybody watching this video. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.